This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off a good outing against the Charlotte Hornets.
And, you know, it wasn't just that they got stops. It was the way they got stops. Rejection after rejection.
Yeah, after a while, it just felt like they were demoralizing the opponent. It affected them mentally, and they took advantage.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, Kevin, we know how fortunate the Bucks are that they uncovered a top 5 player in Giannis Antetokounmpo. But this creates pressure on him to chase a title while he's in his prime. And with their coaching change and roster changes, every move is under heightened scrutiny. Kevin?
He wants to win in Milwaukee, DA. Can they help him get there? And a long way to go, Brent, but there are some early signs of a legitimate playoff contender, championship contender.
When we talk about that, Kevin, you and I always are leery of the fact of how many of these guys have had the experience of being scarred up in the early rounds of the playoffs, having to advance or beat a team that's proven before. Right now, there are some teams out there that are raising our eyebrows where we think they're going to have an opportunity. If they keep growing like this and they keep finding this type of consistency, they could be dangerous.
You'd like to think they're going to use those scars, as you say, from the past and motivate them even more.
Well, those are the teams who we believe can always take the next step.
Sure.
It's the young teams that are unproven, even though they're playing well, where we sometimes wonder, will they be able to maintain this kind of focus come playoff time?
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. Sabonis and Turner inside. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Sabonis, following the miss by Brook Lopez. Turner with the screen. Back to Sabonis. Off target from 3-point range. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Middleton's got his team on the board to start the game for Milwaukee.
Middleton only takes a second to get that shot off. Such a good catch-and-shoot game.
Turner with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Back to Collison. On its way from Oladipo for 2. And the jumper is on the mark.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Here's Antetokounmpo in the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
And Oladipo kicks to Turner. Turner with the screen. Back to Collison. Knocks it loose. The shot by Turner, no good. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Ilyasova. No good on the shot. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Here's Antetokounmpo, following the score by Miles Turner. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Turner. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Bogdanovich against Antetokounmpo. There's the pass to Ilyasova. Ilyasova, a screen. Shot clock at 6. Turner with the steal. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Collison. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
Count it.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
Collison, the pass to Oladipo. Goes up the baseline. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Middleton. Ilyasova dishes to Bledsoe. Lopez with the ball. Picked up by Turner. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
But being capable of shooting is one thing, but being consistent with your shot, another. Giannis getting there.
Turner with the screen. And Oladipo kicks to Turner. Back to Oladipo. Rocket 6 over Middleton. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Oladipo's got his second bucket.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Ilyasova passes to Middleton, and he dunks it down.
Middleton getting up there allows him, with that height, to get up and jam it down. Well, Chris Middleton is such a versatile scorer, and because he has the ability to put the ball down on the floor, sometimes defenders are not as willing to close out to him, but last year was in the 74th percentile in spot-up jump shots. It can be devastating from there.
On defense, Milwaukee knocks down the three ball. And that's now 7 points for Victor Oladipo. Milwaukee in the lead. And Middleton can hurt you from anywhere. But his mid-range game, Brent, his mid-range game stands out.
Yeah, people don't really realize how effective Chris has been from the mid-range. He's up there with Kevin Durant statistically in some of the numbers. And the fact that he's got that long frame, any switchable defender that's smaller than him gives him the immediate advantage.
First free throw is good.
Amazingly, the Bucks, one of the slower teams in the league last season in terms of their pace. And when you're talking about a team with tremendous length and athleticism, you think that maybe speed would come along with it and that they'd get out and thrive in transition. Not the case last year.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Bucks, still a top 10 offense last season, got to the line in bunches.
They got to the line, got into the interior, got into the paint, but their outside shooting is still a concern, Kevin. When you're down a lot of points and you need to stretch out the defense to come back in games, it's not something that they could do last year. So maybe looking to pick up a few guys on their roster to help expand the three-point shooting game.
They set the screen. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Collison kicks to Turner. Outside, Bogdanovich. Shot clock reset for the Pacers. Screen by Sabonis. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his second foul of the game.
A little over-aggressive. He's got to dial it back if he wants to stay on the floor. 2 fouls in the first. Tough to overcome.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Ogden's checked in, and Indiana with a change here too. Young's checked in. Now here's Oladipo. His last outing, he had 18 points. There's the lob to Oladipo. It's Brogdon on the wing. And Ilyasova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Not going to go that time, so Indiana will take it the other way. Collison inside. He's guarded by Brogdon. Collison dishes to Turner. 9 feet out. Oladipo misses. And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Grizzlies.
And you know what? Up against the weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Here's Turner following the bucket by the Bucks. Oladipo misses. Antetokounmpo against Bogdanovich. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Oladipo. Pass to Collison. A second chance effort. Turner. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
Stolen by Middleton. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Shots good by Middleton.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Lopez. John Henson comes in for Ilyasova. Muhammad, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Chris Middleton. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Joseph. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Milwaukee leading by 8. Here's Dellavedova. Misses off the right iron. Indiana's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Young. And Henson pulls it down. For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. The lead pushed to double digits. And it's a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Screen by Young. Back to O'Quinn. And O'Quinn slams it in.
Man, that's exactly the kind of ball rotation you'll want to see from Evans. Throws it to the wide open shooter.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Now here's Muhammad. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Joseph with the ball. Defended by Dellavedova. O'Quinn the pass to Evans. He feeds it to Young. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Young's got his first bucket in this one.
I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Charity stripe shot, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Evans kicks to Joseph. There's the pick to the inside. Here's Young. Doesn't go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Brogdon against Evans. Pass to Joseph. Now here is Young. He's covered closely. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He misses the free throw. Brent, we're seeing a number of superstars sign shorter contracts with early opt-outs. Why have we seen that trend?
Well, I think in some of those cases, the players are knowing that the opportunity for a larger cap in the successive years, they want the opportunity to maximize their earning potential. So seeing a Kevin Durant or a LeBron James sign a 1-year deal or a 1+1 it gives them the opportunity to cash in a year later for the type of contract that they deserve, the maximum contract allowed.
Pacers trail by 10. This is to Evans. Now here's Joseph, defended by Dellavedova, picked by O'Quinn. Kept alive by Indiana. Muhammad with the steal. And Zeller kicks to Muhammad. Passes it to Dellavedova. It's Brogdon on the wing. Henson with the screen. Off the pick. And he connects with the jumper. Brogdon's got his first bucket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
The pass to McDermott. Pass to Joseph. Pick by O'Quinn. Shot off the pick. The putback. The rebound by the Bucks. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Muhammad, no luck. Pacers trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Man, if he's missing those kind of good looks, his team is in some serious trouble.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Twelve seconds left here in the first quarter. Pick by O'Quinn. Here's Joseph. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game. As you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
And so it's Milwaukee going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Malcolm Brogdon was the 2016-17 NBA Rookie of the Year. We spoke about Giannis Antetokounmpo and his willingness to listen and learn.
He's going to listen, whether you're giving him advice. Even as a rookie, he was listening, and I would listen to him, but he was actually, if I saw something as a point guard, he would actually listen to me and try it out the next play. And that's special. You don't have many guys at his status that are doing that.
Yeah, that's very rare indeed. Being a sponge early on and Greg soaking up new ways to expand your game is important.
Kevin, no question at all. Plus, the humility. Knowing your teammates can help you grow. Easy to see why they love him in Milwaukee.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all five guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Pacers, Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. Young is the 4 with O'Quinn at the 5. And it's McDermott in at the 3.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
Young sets a screen for McDermott. Young outside. Sinks the triple. Young's got 5.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
Dellavedova kicks to Muhammad. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Pacers also with a sub. Sabonis, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Shot by Zeller, good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Evans got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. Bucks leading by 7. Bledsoe outside. Picked by Zeller. Henson the pass to Brogdon. And again, the Bucks miss.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. And it's Evans in the corner. Sabonis sets the pick for Evans. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Bledsoe against Joseph. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. O'Quinn, the pass to Oladipo. Can't cash in from close range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Brent, you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's slashing game. Standing, what, maybe a hair under 7 foot tall. How do you even put it into words?
Well, it's hard to imagine a more perfect frame for today's game in terms of getting in transition, having a versatile offensive game, putting it down, getting to the rack. But the one thing that we're anxious to see is whether or not Giannis will develop the type of range from the three-point line that makes it respectable. Other than that, he's pretty much unstoppable.
And the first one drops.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Muhammad. And Middleton subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. When it comes to veteran players, Brent, on a team, what characteristics make for a good leader for a bunch of young guys under him?
We talk a lot about veteran guys on teams, Kevin, and I think one of the most important aspects to think about is that those veterans have a lot more impact if they're still part of playing minutes, their coaching staff. At some point, 4 or 5 months into a season, when an older player is telling you how to do something and only get a chance to see it during practice or him pointing it out on film when you're playing, doesn't have as much of an impact.
Doesn't resonate
right.
as much.
When a guy gets 15 minutes a night and you get to see him do those things as a young player from the bench and say, wow, everything he told me on my list, he's checked all those boxes. So having a vet that plays, much more impactful.
Good point. Here's Sabonis. He can't get that one. Milwaukee leading by 6. To the middle. Here's Lopez. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Screen by Sabonis. Evans kicks to Oladipo. Turner with a screen on Bledsoe. Oladipo, good. Oladipo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oladipo showing you just a bit of everything tonight, aggressive in his attack.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Just 5 on the clock. That one, no good. Pacers trail by 6. Evans outside. He kicks to Oladipo. Screen by Sabonis. And here's Evans outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Bucks leading by 9. And it's Henson atop the key. Inside, Middleton. That shot, no good. Evans with some nice D. Here's the floater. The rebound by Middleton. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you. In transition, he's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
And he knocks down the first one. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Pacers in 5th.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Bledsoe against Collison. The dish to Oladipo. Collison in the post. Here's Sabonis. And it's blocked.
Ilyasova not known for his defense, but with the length he has on those arms of his, he got to the ball.
The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside, Oladipo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it. And while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was the 2nd overall pick.
2013, Victor Oladipo heard his name 2nd in that draft. One of the best shooting guards in the league and getting better.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Lopez a screen. Back to Middleton. Over Oladipo. They get it again. Outside for Bledsoe. Offline with his 3.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Bucks leading by 9. Ilyasova dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Ilyasova. Pass to Middleton. Here's the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Middleton's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bucks.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Collison, the pass to Turner. 3-pointer. But they recover it. Bogdanovich left side. Now Oladipo. 14 points for him. Turner with the screen. Collison kicks to Turner. Back to Collison. Just 5 to shoot. Great D that time for Middleton.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Oladipo, the pass to Collison. There's the pick to the paint. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oladipo against Middleton. Back to Collison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one near Turner as he lets it go. The shot's good. Collison making the play.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Bledsoe. Ilyasova a screen. It's stolen by Oladipo. Stolen by Middleton. Passes to Ilyasova. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
And he knocks down the first one. Do you think it seems like young players are more receptive to stints in the G League than they were in the past?
I feel that way.
Seems
Kevin,
that way, yeah.
Like
I agree.
the stigma of what was used to be the D League, and maybe it was because those were the grades that I had, that you felt a little weird about it. But now that it's the G League, and now that, like we talked about, almost half the players last year had some kind of touch with the G League, I think that stigma has mostly gone away.
Are you saying you were a G student?
Well, when I gave my mom my report card, she said, gee, you got 4 A's. I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
McDermott with a steal. To the middle. The shot by Turner, no good.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
It's tipped. Oladipo, the pass to Collison. Back to Oladipo. Turner with the screen. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Oladipo's got it back down to single digits for the Pacers. Dellavedova kicks to Brogdon. There's a good screen. The shot, no good. And Indiana will come the other way. Here's Oladipo. Nice form on the 20-footer. Oladipo's got 18 points in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Feeds away. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, defenders have to worry about the drive so much that they might be reluctant to close out far enough. Giannis recognized space, drilled it.
Oladipo draws the double. Here's Turner. From outside, off the mark. Bucks leading by 9. Ilyasova gets the bucket.
For the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
1:10 left to play here in the second quarter. Collison, the pass to McDermott. Turner with a screen on Antetokounmpo, and Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Muhammad's checked in, and a change for the Pacers. Joseph's checked in. To the paint, up off the screen. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And he has been really good here at the free throw line in the first half.
That free throw, no good. And some changes here for the Pacers. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Miles Turner, and it's Evans in for Darren Collison. And the second free throw, good.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Joseph dishes to Evans. Kicks it to McDermott. Picked by O'Quinn. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee. Brogdon against Evans. Lets the 3 fly. No good on that last second attempt there.
The long arms and the quick thinking helped out Brogdon that time and distracted the shooter.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
They're not getting to the line or putting enough pressure on the defense. They have to be much more aggressive pushing the basketball, going hard to the rack. Because if you want the refs to make a call, put them in the position to make a judgment call. If you're not creating opportunities for contact, you have no chance of picking up points at the line.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the buildings of downtown reflecting off the gentle waters of beautiful Lake Michigan. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, on the cut, off the dribble, he is a factor, and we saw that in the first half.
Coaches talk about having slashers on the team, and this is what they do. They get into the heart of the defense. They force difficult rotations. He's been tough to contain.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. Milwaukee leading by 12. Middleton and Giannis are out on the wing. Ilyasova out there with Brook Lopez, and it's Bledsoe in at the point guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Collison's shot is good.
Yeah, not a good idea to leave him alone. He'll make you pay for that mid-range.
And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing: shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
And O'Quinn kicks to Bogdanovich. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting in this game 45%. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
They get it again. The shot's good. O'Quinn's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh boy, O'Quinn throwing his body around on the interior and using his size.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Fades. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Ball's knocked loose. Now the Pacers moving it up. Collison's got the ball. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Such great timing from Oladipo on the weak side to find that alley-oop. Great communication there.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Middleton with it. Now defended by Oladipo. There's the screen. Here's Lopez on the dunk by Lopez.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang!
And the Pacers call time here. And last season, not the one Brook Lopez wanted to have before heading into free agency.
He just never seemed to find a place with the Lakers and saw his minutes decline as he wasn't in their plans. Averaged a career low in terms of minutes played per game last year. And I think he still's got a lot to offer and should bounce back closer to his all-star level of output.
Checked in for Indiana. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Pacers.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Oladipo with a screen on Bledsoe. Here's Collison, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Collison, the pass to Bogdanovich. Sabonis' screen on Antetokounmpo. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
Pacers trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Outside, Antetokounmpo feeds it to Lopez. Over Turner. 4 on the clock. Lopez, no luck. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich plays with good rhythm and pace to his game. Has no problem going to the pull-up J when the D lays off him.
Here's Middleton. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Oladipo. Here's Collison. And it's sent back by Lopez. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his 3rd foul of the game. John Henson's checked in for Ilyasova.
John Henson.
Oladipo dishes to Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. Now the pass to Oladipo. Over Middleton. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 9. Down low. Henson takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That's a pretty good move. Henson, I'll tell you what, being assertive when he has the ball like that, that's another dimension to the offense on the inside that they could use.
Bogdanovich against Antetokounmpo. Here's Sabonis. And that misses badly. Air ball. Bucks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Henson. Middleton's got 16.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Timeout called the Pacers. Eric Bledsoe at one point, Brent, maybe the best defender in the league at the point guard position. Multiple knee surgeries later. Where do you think he stands now?
I think there's been some regression from what he could do athletically, Kevin. So now you have to start to rely on your skill. His offensive game has grown a little bit, and he's around a superstar. That should make it easier to set up some opportunities where he could be more consistent offensively, especially shooting the basketball.
Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. 5th is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
To the inside, Oladipo. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Oladipo's got 6 in the quarter.
I like seeing Oladipo around the rim using the lift inside.
Bledsoe passes to Middleton. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Collison kicks to Oladipo. Stolen by Middleton. And they're moving it up. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Bledsoe showing some confidence now, feels very much at ease shooting as soon as he touches the ball.
Collison, the pass to Turner. And Henson sends it back. And here is Lopez. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Collison. Pass to Sabonis. He kicks it to Oladipo. Down low. And there's the 3-second violation.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Bledsoe. He had a strong showing last season. Last year averaged 17 points a game, just over 2 steals and 5 assists. And he's a real threat defensively. You look at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
And he's causing a lot of those mistakes, too. He's just harassing you 94 feet and does not give you an inch.
High post try. Offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Turner. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Turner with a screen for Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And the shot falls short this time.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Eric Bledsoe is accustomed to playing alongside some other great playmakers in Kentucky. He was with John Wall with the Clippers. He was with Chris Paul. In Phoenix, they had 3-guard lineups. So that ought to help out as they continue to get great chemistry. Giannis and Eric Bledsoe could be a devastating duo.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. Well, Eric Bledsoe, as you mentioned, Brent, accustomed to playing on or off the ball.
Well, that helps a little bit with some of the new offensive schemes that Mike Budenholzer is putting into place. He's got that huge wingspan, which he can always bogart a guy defensively. He's a nice fit on the Bucks roster, and he's a good build around that length.
That one is no good.
And Bledsoe, man, such a good, efficient combo guard. He can score, he can pass, he can rebound. What a tough cover.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Saturday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against the Spurs, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
And the first one at the line is good.
And McDermott is such a fearless scorer. You saw that in college and can be a sniper at times. And in games where he gets engaged offensively, he becomes so much more dangerous. It's good for teammates to look for him once you see a couple Dougie McBuckets baskets go in.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Bucks. And McDermott drops them both. Bucks leading by 16. Dellavedova kicks to Muhammad. It's over McDermott. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's Turner finishing it off.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pass to Muhammad. Over McDermott. And again, the Bucks miss.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Henson the pass to Brogdon. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. And the Bucks lead by 16. Evans against Brogdon. Here's the teardrop. And it's Evans laying it in. Evans has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that bucket shows you how patient Evans can be. Lets the play develop and then confidently soars for the inside shot.
Brogdon kicks to Henson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Zeller, a screen on Evans. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Turner. The feed to Young. Over Dellavedova. Young's shot is off. Bucks leading by 14. Here's Dellavedova. Passes it to Henson. And here is Zeller to the wing on the left. Henson with the screen. Dellavedova. And against the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Dellavedova's got his first points in this one. Now here's McDermott. Defense right on him. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And that one misses.
Well, the Bucks with the superstar talent in Giannis Antetokounmpo, the critical decision this summer for selecting a new coach came down to a very qualified one in Mike Budenholzer. And with all the options out there, 9 coaching changes, I think that Bud saw the opportunity in Milwaukee as being a great one to push this team a little bit forward. The talent on the roster tantalizing enough for him to head to Milwaukee after his stint in Atlanta.
And Mike Budenholzer, the 2015 Coach of the Year, 4 titles, Brent, as an assistant in San Antonio. How do you like the fit for him now in Milwaukee?
Well, I think that the players are going to really enjoy the attention to detail that Coach Bud and his entire staff who are coming with him will put into place. There's an efficiency with which they'll get the work done, and they're going to have to be thinking on their feet, learning a new offense and some things fundamentally on defense that he'll get them excited about.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
The Pacers making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And he's good on the second. Pacers trail by 16. Joseph with the ball. Shoots over Brogdon. And it's Evans missing.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Shoots from the right block. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Muhammad against Bogdanovich. Muhammad dishes to Dellavedova. Now here's Muhammad. He's guarded closely. And look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Turner.
And this is a bit of a nightmare game for him thus far. Just nothing working, and it has to be affecting his confidence. He just doesn't look like the player he normally is out there, and you can see it in his body language after every missed shot. Boy, this is tough.
And that one falls for Muhammad. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Bucks. He's perfect from the line this time. Pacers trail by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Screen by Young. Using the screen, Evans misses off the right iron. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Young against Henson. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And that's now 7 points for Thaddeus Young. Bucks leading by 16. Bledsoe passes to Brogdon. Knocked loose. Now, here's O'Quinn, and it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, O'Quinn has always showed signs of being a good passing big man and found his teammate that time.
And Henson kicks to Bledsoe. Zeller, a screen on Joseph. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his first personal foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. Pacers trail by 15. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Evans setting the pick for Joseph. Up top, O'Quinn. He dishes it to Evans. 6 on the shot clock. Young, a screen on Brogdon. They get it back. Shot's good from Young. Young's got 9 points.
Well, fantastic awareness, finishing with ease at the rim, and the defense was just not a factor.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 13. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Pacers trail by 13 on the court for Indiana. Bogdanovich outside of the three with Young down at power forward. Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. And it's O'Quinn in at the center position. Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Joseph. And too long on the shot.
Gotta make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. Defense was just okay.
Zeller with it, working on O'Quinn. Ilyasova, a screen on Evans. Brogdon with it, now guarded by Bogdanovich, and the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Muhammad kicks to Brogdon. Ilyasova sets a screen for Brogdon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Bledsoe just becoming more and more of a scorer in this league and more comfortable in that role.
Bogdanovich passes to Evans. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Bledsoe for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Oh, a little punch, counter-punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Screen by Young. Here's Evans, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Evans has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Shot on the wing, and again it's Indiana converting.
You can see that Evans is looking to take the catch and shoot J anytime he gets one.
Bucks leading by 12. Inside, Bledsoe. It's rebounded by Indiana. O'Quinn's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Muhammad covering. The tray, and Evans gets it to go on the assist from Joseph. Evans has got it back down to within single digits for the Pacers. Bledsoe kicks to Brogdon. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
flows is trapping souls like Bryson Tiller. The crib left with the omens, and that's the very thing that gets me out of the bed in the morning. I got the bread in the corner, I got my career in the song. I got no fear, just own it. Can I rock you? Can I rock you? If she pretty, I'ma come around the city, I'ma run it down. I'ma come around the rock. Can I rock you? Can I rock you? Anytime I come around the city, I'ma run it down. Venue after venue, I'ma come around.
And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's in for Zeller. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Muhammad. And Middleton subbed in for Brogdon. Sabonis, he's checked in for the Pacers. Collison comes in for Corey Joseph. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. Even though they're ahead, he said, these guys are capable of catching fire. They can score a lot in a little. I don't want to see anybody easing up until the final whistle. Guys?
Thanks, David. Second shot opportunity, and O'Quinn with the block.
Good reach by O'Quinn, getting to the shooter and reading when he was releasing it.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ilyasova a screen. They set the pick, trying his luck deep, and Giannis Antetokounmpo for three. Antetokounmpo's got 27 points.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Stolen by Bledsoe. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Lopez, and O'Quinn sends it back. To the middle, got a piece of it. Stolen by Middleton. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Ilyasova. At the line for two.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Blue shots.
First one falls for him. Turner's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And both free throws good for Ilyasova. Pacers trail by 12. Collison, the pass to Evans. Over Middleton. And it's Evans missing. Milwaukee's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Got a piece of it. Sabonis with the steal. Dishes to Evans. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, a fourth turnover there. That's just a rough, sloppy game.
Middleton outside. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
Turner with a screen for Bogdanovic. Turner dishes to Bogdanovic. Sinks the 15-footer. Bogdanovic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Here is Bledsoe. Lopez kicks to Ilyasova. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. And that's going to be a travel.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pacers trail by 12. The pass to Turner. Turner with the screen. Back to Evans. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo over Bogdanovich. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Collison's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Pass to Sabonis. Evans with it. Defended by Ilyasova. Takes the 13-footer. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Tyreke Evans.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Pacers trail by 7. Turner dishes to Collison. Can't connect from 13 feet out. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Evans attacking, and Evans with a stop.
See his eyes get a little wide there, Kevin. Evans sees the lane and does not hesitate, sprints through for the easy 2.
And Ilyasova kicks to Bledsoe. The wide open look here for Lopez, and right on target, good. And the Bucks lead by 7.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Sabonis. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound. Bucks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. To the middle. It's taken away by Collison. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Sabonis. Collison gets a wide open look, and the Pacers another 3.
A pretty free look from 3-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge 3-point shot.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Collison, the pass to Turner. Kicks it to Oladipo. Off target with his 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And here's Ilyasova outside. Rebounded by Collison. And it's the Pacers' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Here's Sabonis.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
Shoots it up. And again, the Bucks miss.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Outside Turner. It's Oladipo on the wing. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from 3-point range.
And Ilyasova kicks to Bledsoe. It's deflected. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for their matchup with the Magic, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
And the first one drops.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
All free throws good from Turner. Bucks leading by 4. Bledsoe outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Collison. Bledsoe for 3. Pacers with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Ejected by Collison. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner.
And not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
Feeds it to Antetokounmpo to tie it up. Collison, no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Count it, good. Ilyasova's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just a huge moment right there from Ilyasova. He wasn't shy about taking that one.
Oladipo draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Bucks with possession here. Milwaukee leading by 4. Bledsoe kicks to Ilyasova. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Sabonis has a tremendous skill set for a 7-footer. Remember his dad, Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis, very creative in his own right.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a 1-possession game.
Jumps up, hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
Chris Middleton has been waiting for moments like that.
Pacers trail by 5. Now Oladipo, stolen by Middleton. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
A solid trip to the line there to help extend the lead.
That's tipped, and he's able to get it back.
By the long arms of Middleton getting up there on defense and throwing that one away.
Here's Lopez. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Clearly a foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that stretches their lead to 8. Indiana, they're working against the clock right now. And here's Oladipo. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
There's 38 seconds left in the game.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're behind by 10. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And just trying to salvage anything at this point, even if it's just some momentum heading into the next one.
Well, it's all about doing your best with the time that you've been given. It's the only thing really that you can control as a player. So let's see what they decide to run.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Now here's McDermott. Antetokounmpo defending to stop the run. And Doug McDermott good for 3.
Now that's McDermott territory. You might as well stake a claim out there. Shoots a high clip from downtown.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. To the paint. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so the Bucks take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Brooke, congrats on the win. The bench was huge tonight. How big were they?
You know, we have such a great starting unit, and I think our second unit gets overlooked a lot. You know, they come in, I honestly think they're better than a lot of the first units in the league.
Well, you all helped win the game tonight, Brooke. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
No, we not them. I got a